started like any ordinary morning in the world of golf. The sun rose over the quiet greens of Jupiter, Florida, Tiger Woods' home turf, where the world's most decorated golfer had just returned from a short family trip. But on that morning, the calm was shattered by heartbreaking news that spread across social media like wildfire. At 78, Tiger Woods' mother, Kultida Woods, has passed away. For millions around the globe, it felt surreal. For Tiger Woods, it was personal heartbreak beyond words. The woman who stood behind one of the greatest athletes in history, the one who never left his side through victories, defeats, and controversies, was gone. As soon as the announcement appeared on Tiger's official Instagram page, fans across the world flooded the comments with shock, prayers, and condolences. The caption was simple, yet deeply emotional. She was my rock, my guide, my heart. Rest peacefully, Mom. Tiger Woods, February 4, 2025. The woman behind the legend. To truly understand the weight of this loss, you have to understand who Kultida Woods was. Born in Thailand in 1947, Kultida Woods carried with her the values of discipline, humility, and strength, the very foundations that shaped her son into the man he became. She wasn't just Tiger's mother. She was his moral compass, the quiet voice that guided him when the world screamed too loudly. When she met Earl Woods, a decorated U.S. Army veteran, their worlds couldn't have been more different. She was a strong, spiritual woman from Asia. He was a battle-hardened soldier from America. But together, they built something extraordinary, a family that would one day change the world of sports forever. From the very beginning, Kultida believed her son was destined for greatness. When little Eldrick Taunt Woods first picked up a golf club at just 2 years old, she didn't see just a child playing. She saw destiny unfolding before her eyes. The force that shaped Tiger people often credit Tiger's late father, Earl Woods, for molding his golf game. But those who know the Woods family closely will tell you, Kultida was the real foundation. Where Earl built Tiger's physical and strategic game, Kultida shaped his mind and spirit. She was tough, almost unbreakable. She demanded focus, discipline, and respect. And she never allowed excuses. "My mom was the one who taught me how to be strong," Tiger once said in an old ESPN interview. "My dad taught me golf. My mom taught me toughness." Whenever Tiger slipped up, whether as a teenager struggling with pressure, or later as a superstar dealing with media storms, it was Kultida's calm yet firm guidance that kept him grounded. She had a saying in Thai that she repeated often, "Never let the world decide your worth." Those words, Tiger once admitted, became his silent mantra every time he walked onto the course. A private battle in the months leading up to her passing, Kultida had been quietly battling illness. Few outside the family knew how serious it had become. She never liked public attention. Even as her son became one of the most recognizable athletes on earth, she preferred to live quietly in the background, spending her time with close friends, her grandchildren Sam and Charlie, and tending to her small garden at home. In late January 2025, Tiger canceled several private appearances. At first, fans assumed it was because of his ongoing injury recovery. But behind closed doors, he was spending his days and nights by his mother's side, knowing her time was running short. Family sources later revealed that Kultida had told Tiger just days before her passing, "You've given the world enough. Now give your heart some peace." Those words would echo in Tiger's mind forever. The final morning, February 4th, 2025. Tiger woke up early, as he always did. The morning light poured into the quiet living room of his Jupiter home, where family photos lined the walls, every frame a piece of history. On the table beside his mother's favorite chair was a small vase of white orchids, her favorite flower. Charlie had placed them there the night before. At 7:43 a.m., surrounded by family, Kultida Woods took her final breath. There were no flashing cameras, no reporters, just peace and love. Tiger held her hand until the very end. He didn't speak. He didn't cry. He just sat there, silent, still, holding the hand that had once held his through every storm. The world reacts. The news broke within hours. Every major sports outlet in the world, ESPN, Golf Digest, BBC, CBS Sports, ran the same headline. Tiger Woods' mother, Kultida Woods, passes away at 78. Fans poured into online forums, posting old interviews, photos, and clips of Kultida smiling proudly as her son raised yet another trophy. Golf pros from across generations, from Rory McIlroy to Jack Nicklaus, sent their heartfelt condolences. Nicklaus wrote, Kultida was the definition of quiet strength. Her belief in Tiger helped shape an entire era of golf. Rory McIlroy added, "You could always see her presence in Tiger's composure. Even when she wasn't there, you felt her." Tiger's silence. While the world spoke, Tiger stayed silent. For 2 days, there were no statements, no interviews, no appearances. He shut off his phone. He didn't go to the course. He just stayed home, surrounded by family, staring at old photo albums and letters his mom had written to him over the years. His daughter Sam later revealed in a brief message, "Dad just needed time." He's heartbroken. We all are. In memory of a mother's strength, the screen fades into a quiet, cloudy morning in Florida. A small chapel sits surrounded by palm trees. Outside, cameras wait at a respectful distance. But this isn't a public spectacle. This is a private farewell, attended only by those who truly knew the woman who shaped the legend. The ceremony inside the chapel, soft light filters through stained glass windows. A photo of a smiling woman stands near a simple white coffin. Tiger Woods walks slowly to the front, his hands clasped tightly, his eyes red from sleepless nights. There are no reporters here, no microphones. Just family, close friends, and a silence so deep it almost hums. Charlie and Sam sit beside their father, heads bowed. They are young, but they carry the same quiet composure that defined the Woods family for generations. In front of them, white lilies line the altar, their grandmother's favorite flower. A priest steps forward and begins to speak softly about legacy, love, and strength. But the real tribute isn't in the words, it's in the faces, the memories behind every tear. Tiger's speech? When it's his turn, Tiger stands. For a long moment, he says nothing. He just looks at the photo of his mother, the woman who had once stood beside him through every victory, every loss, every scandal, and every comeback. "You taught me everything," he begins quietly. How to fight, how to stand tall, how to smile, even when it hurts. His voice cracks, but he continues. "You told me once that strength isn't how hard you hit the ball. It's how you keep walking when you want to stop. I didn't understand that back then, but I do now." He looks toward Charlie, who sits motionless, fighting tears, and nods gently. "You live on in us, Mom. Every time Charlie swings, every time Sam smiles, you're still here." The room is silent. No applause, no cameras, just emotion. It's not just a goodbye, it's a promise. Outside the chapel, as the service ends, light rain begins to fall, almost as if the sky itself joins in the farewell. Guests quietly step outside, holding white umbrellas. Tiger walks out last, holding Charlie's hand. They pause for a moment, looking up at the sky. Charlie whispers softly, "She's watching, right?" Tiger smiles faintly. "Always." A gentle wind passes through the trees, rustling the leaves, like a whisper of reassurance from the woman they loved. The legacy lives on later that evening. The family gathers at home. The walls are lined with old photos. Tiger as a child on a mini golf course, Kultida cheering from the crowd, a young Charlie sitting beside his grandmother during his first tournament. Tiger picks up one photo, his mom holding him after his first Masters win. He smiles through the pain. "She never liked the spotlight," he says softly. "But without her, there wouldn't be one." He places the photo on the shelf beside a candle, its flame flickering gently. Closing scene. Narration. Voiceover narration, calm and emotional. Legends aren't built in stadiums or on television screens. They're built in kitchens, living rooms, and quiet moments between parent and child. Kultida Woods was never chasing fame, but through her strength, her son became one of the greatest athletes in history. And though she may no longer walk this earth, her spirit will always walk beside them, on every green, in every game, and in every heartbeat of the Woods family.